I know you have asked yourself many times, Matt, how do I get home? How do I get home? I know you've asked it, and I'm going to tell you how right after this. Of course, we gotta, before we get to that, we gotta do this episode's famous woman I'd like to date. And I'm gonna go with another country music singer, Lainey Wilson. Lainey Wilson. Look at this right here. Look at her. Look at it. Watch it, dude. You're making me nervous. Look at her right there. Some of y'all might recognize her. She has been on Yellowstone also. So she does not only sing, she's not only good looking, but she also is an actor. So, yeah. Lainey. Our first date will be to the range, where I'll let you play with everything that I have that goes boom. Every single little thing that goes boom. If you want to touch it, I'll let you touch it. She's hot. And then I'm going to try to talk you into getting into my creepy van, which you'll see in this episode, because I filmed it twice. And I'm going to, we're going to go do a Forgotten Angels camp out. You will enjoy it. If anybody knows anybody that knows someone that might know anybody that can get a hold of anybody from Yellowstone or in the country music genre or anything like that who knows Lainey Wilson, I thought I put it in neutral. My email, come on bike, is 9millsonTwoWheels@gmail.com. Email me and I'll definitely return that email. Now, don't forget to visit, speaking of Forgotten Angels, it's their 10th anniversary coming up. You are going to want to go to this camp out. October, just look at the flyer right here. This October is the 10th anniversary camp out, and ironically, it's the 10th camp out. So it's a special camp out. Help them, end foster care abuse by first off getting you some raffle tickets. They give away a motorcycle from time to time for a $25 raffle ticket, or 5 for $100. Or you can do like I do and sign up for harness. I think it's the best way. Harness is a click it and forget it kind of thing. All it does is round up the purchases that you make with your debit card, and it rounds it up to the nearest dollar, and it gives that rounded up amount to Forgotten Angels. It's a click it, like I said, and forget it kind of thing, and you're automatically enrolled in all the giveaways. And you can set limits and all kind of stuff, but more importantly, help them end foster care abuse. Help them give others a helping hand who's never had it, kind of thing. And go to Shadetree Surgeon channel and Cheyleesi channel, also linked down there in the description. They will have the latest motorcycle giveaway, but my friend Shadetree Surgeon is a lot better at explaining Forgotten Angels than I am. He's got the words for, he's got he speaks better than me. Let's put it that way, okay? Check it out down in the description, and definitely try to go to this camp out coming up in October, because you see the people. Look at all the people that are going to be there, okay? I've had numerous opportunities to meet Paul Sr. For one reason or not, it didn't happen. One time, Bert from Bert's Barracuda thought he was back there in the back working on a bike, so he went to get him so I could meet him and stuff, but he wasn't back there. All kind of different things. It just didn't work out. But this time, I'm going to meet him, hopefully. Like I said, I should be there. I always plan to go to a Forgotten Angel camp out, and you should be there too. Link in the description. So I actually recorded this I was going to make it one video. I was going to show my van and the get home stuff, and I realized it was going to be way too long. So I had to record another intro and exit because I split it up into 2 videos. You should have seen, you want to look at the creepy van, it was the video before this one, and yeah, check it out. That is for sure. But that's why it looks a little different. So what I'm talking about before we get to it is get home. You know, the average person walks 3 miles an hour. If you're just walking at a normal kind of pace, unless you're old like me, you walk 3 miles an hour. And what kind of, you look at people, you drive to work every day. Okay, you drive your 4-wheeler or you drive your, motorcycle to work if you're not a truck driver or something like that, and you got a place of employment, usually about 30 miles from your house. It depends on where you're at, but you drive it every day, almost. So think about it. What if you had to walk that distance? Hang around. The average person walks 3 miles per hour. If you're a little bit older like me, maybe 2.5. All right. So let's say you work, your place of your employment is 30 miles from your house or where you live. If something were to happen, now a lot of y'all don't remember 9/11. A lot of y'all don't remember Hurricane, oh my gosh, was it Katrina? Hurricane Katrina that hit New Orleans. Go look at the you got the internet, go look it up. Go look at the stuff at 9/11. The thing that gets in my mind and with the hurricane also is seeing the footage of millions, literally millions of people having to walk home, especially in New York City. The streets were just crowded with people walking home because there was no other way to get home, okay, during the events of 9/11. Everything shut down. So all them people that were in downtown New York City had to walk home. 3 miles an hour is the average. Now, if you're having to be tactical about it, so if your place of employment is 30 miles from your house and you're averaging 3 miles an hour, guess what? That's 10 hours of walking. You driving in your car, it ain't nothing, okay? But if you have to walk it, it's going to take you 10 hours, okay, at a normal pace. If you're having to be tactical, go from concealment or to concealment or from cover to cover, moving around being tactical, or if it's dark, it is going to take you longer. 30 miles, people. You drive that every day in your vehicle. It takes you no time probably, unless you're in major metropolis. But think about that. It would take you 10 hours to walk home. That's why that image of all the people in New York City and all the people that had to walk to the Superdome in New Orleans is always in my head. Okay, now, that's you. What if you're a truck driver? What if you're a truck driver? You could be hundreds of miles away. You could be thousands of miles away from your home. Better have a plan. Better figure it out. I have a very substantial get-home bag. Now, if you're 30 miles from the house, where you work, your get-home bag doesn't have to be that substantial. You can look it up online and all that stuff. But I could be hundreds of miles away from home, and I have a very extensive get-home bag. One that, if I ration it right, should give me about 2 weeks of food. Nectar of the gods. All right, well, get your pen and paper ready. Get ready to write down some stuff. Or, of course, you could always review this video again. I'm telling you, this bag goes everywhere I go, including, like I've showed you in the van, my medical bag. Everywhere I go, I put that in the big truck when I go, and I put this bag in the big truck when I'm when I'm going. Stays with me all the time. I've had to walk. I broke down, so it's no fun. And like I said, if you're being tactical, if you're carrying a big bag like this, you are going to take a minute to get to where you're going. Let me show you something. So I can do this hands-free for the moment. This is a Boy Scout mess kit. I actually found these at garage sales, okay? Including this Boy Scout thermos, or a oh my gosh, yeah, canteen. So I don't have to show you, you know, trying to move the camera with my hand and do it one-handed. This simply pops open. This pops down. It becomes a frying pan. It becomes a frying pan. This becomes a saucepan, or even something to eat with. You know, like you know, this lid comes off and you got a little pot right here. Then you got a cup. Also, that's a Boy Scout mess kit. If I see them, I buy them because they don't make them no more for some reason. And that's the same thing. It just has a nut in it. And this is just part of one. And here's a cup. All right, here we go. Now, if you have a get-home bag, you should take everything out of it at least once a year and check everything, because I have found stuff that is expired. So I got to replace it. I found batteries that are bad that I got to replace. Okay, just stuff like that. You should check it at least once a year. And there's stuff in here I've actually got double of, but it never hurts. Okay, now, big hiking bag, huge hiking bag. It's the Trek King 60, huge hiking bag. Inside of it, I have a water bladder. Important. Fill that dang thing up when the shit hits the fan. Okay, along with some other things I'll show you here. There's the 3 mess kits. All right, this is all in that bag. All right, canteen, regular military style. Boy Scout canteen that I painted green because it is bright orange. Another little thing right here. This is just a little pot. You can see I've used this quite a bit. This is the stand right here in this package for it. It looks like this. This is a smaller one. I've never used this one right here. Okay, all kind of things that, you know, silverware, or plasticware and silverware. Long spoons and sporks for MREs and stuff like that, all right, which I got to put in here. I got some upstairs in my hidden, and I got all kind of, you know, there's a little butter knife, all kind of stuff. Anything I can, something that breaks, I put in here usually. Not break, like this here. Here's a Kershaw, I believe it is. Let me look. Yep, that's a Kershaw knife, and I just don't carry it with me because it has no way to clip it. And it used to, and this is not the same holder it came in, but there it is right there. Since it broke, I put it in my get-home bag. Silverware, like I said, face paintings, camouflage for your face, kind of stuff that you know, to mark your face up so you can be hidden. A light, head torch right here. With another little handy dandy, I don't know, you know, kind of spoon, all kind of can opener, all kind of stuff in there, little tools, all kind of stuff. Something I found that I just stuck in there. I actually found that I have 2 can openers in there, which is fine. Knife sharpening tool. All right, this is kind of neat. You got to have this. This is a tick remover. It removes ticks safely. It's kind of neat little device I found somewhere. All right. Flashlight. This is the tactical flashlight with expensive batteries in it. I got tired of replacing the batteries. It does work. It has a glass breaker, all kind of stuff. You can turn that off. So I just stuck it in my bag, in my get-home bag. Batteries. I discovered that my AA's were all bad, so I got to replace those. Matter of fact, that looks like it's bad too. No, it's just dirty on the package. So AAA, I need to put more in there, and some D cell or C cells that are in there too. A rain poncho is excellent. Rain poncho, excellent idea. All right, to get. I have these. These broke. They don't work. It's a couple of watches. This watch is not even on there anymore. But the thing is the paracord. The paracord. Oh, I didn't show you this on this right here. Right here. Where'd it go? See, oh, it's on the back side. Anyways, on the back side of that, on one of the belt clips for the backpack, is a whistle. And there's a whistle right there on this. It's also a striker right there for starting fire. Okay, that'll come into play also. Pack of razors. You never know. And like I said, this broke. This got a little compass on it, but it's got the paracord, a striker, and a whistle also. And so I just keep it, because you never know. You just never know. So that went in the bag. A utility knife. Ta-da. Now, I hate my hands being cold. Of course, here's some bug repellent. Try not to use bug repellent because you can be tracked easy with bug repellent. But if you have to, plus you can smell it. If you have to, you can use it. This is a hot spot hand warmer kind of glove. I hate my hands to be cold. All right, some fishing line, pretty thick fishing line. You can use it for other things. You can grab a stick and go fishing. I have well, I can't find it right now, but I have a thing with hooks and stuff in it. Pair of gloves. Never know. Just normal utility working gloves. Here comes the water part. This will hold good water up to, let's see, 5 years. It says that it keep water good. I'll be dang. I ain't never used it. It's something I stumbled across. All right, here we go. There's the drinking thing. That's a bag, and it's a life straw kind of thing. It's a Sawyer though, but yeah, you can just fill a bag and you got drinking water right there. Same here. More bags for drinking water purifying. You want to have clean water to drink. Here is an actual life straw. All right, all this is in the bag, and more of them. This, clean water and stuff. Different ones for different ways. Another Sawyer up here for with a bag for clean water. Water is important, guys. Like I said, I fill that canteen up. I'd fill this canteen up. I fill that bladder up. I'd fill that thing up, and then you got to hope that you can use these for water. So water's heavy. You don't want to be carrying a lot of water. Also, here's a couple of I need to replace these water purifying tablets. Okay, here we go. Matches. Matches. Strike anywhere matches in waterproof containers. A couple of them. And these little boxes of matches also. Waterproof matches. Alright. Sting kit. In case I get stung or somebody else has an anaphylactic kind of thing or anything like that. Shelter. Well, let's stay warm. We got a blanket, emergency blanket. You can tell I've had this stuff for a while. And a survival reflective tent. That'll help you. The same with this normal cube tent. They fold up small, don't take up a lot of room. Sunblock. More bug repellent. I should have put that over there, huh? Alright. Now, those of you that don't know, if there's ever any kind of nuclear kind of thing, potassium iodine will help you survive. Potassium iodine will help you survive. Just get you some. I got several of these little packets of them, and I have 3 of those potassium iodine. Of course, when you drink water or something like that is bad, you want to have something that you can tell this has been in there a minute, and that's not expired. Anti-diarrhea tablets are good. All right, all kind of rope. I got paracord, I've got regular rope, I've got anything I could toss in that, say I break something, I put it into the bag. I mean, look at this little thing. Okay, I don't know what I'd use it for, but you never know. Okay, shoestring can start fires, and that you can use them for other things. And another nerd piece, I don't know why that was in there. We no longer need those. Binoculars in there. When you got the diarrhea, you can need toilet paper. A couple little small rolls of toilet paper. All right. More fire starter. This is fire starter stuff. Like I said, all those have strikers, and I have waterproof strike anywhere matches, as well as I carry lighters on my person. And there's a striker, all kind of stuff. And here's another, striker kind of thing. My brain quit working. Important. Also, this is the FM AM radio. Little FM AM radio. Nothing major, but if you're listening to that and you're actually hearing something, you don't want people to be able to hear you. So I also have a pair of earbuds that go with this little FM AM radio. Nectar of the gods. Okay. Big ass knife. It's also got a window punch, all kind of stuff. It's got serrated edges, all that stuff. Now this is kind of neat. I picked these up at a truck store. No, at a rest area. Some of them places you go into. Look. Wild edible foods. It's a guide to that. It's plastic coated. So, it's been in my thing for a while. So, hey, you never know. It might come in handy. Also, I'm in Texas. I need to pick up more. These are plastic coated maps. Learn how to read a map. Learn how to use a compass. I do have a compass. I have where is my big compass? I do have a big compass. I'll be dang, where's it at? But I do have a big compass. I just had to find it. It's not on my, it's on my other bag. It's good to have that stuff right there. It'll surprise you how well this stuff will come in handy. I need to get Louisiana and a few other places. Dryer lint. I keep a bag of dryer lint because it is great for starting fires. Here's another one. You may have to siphon gas out of a vehicle. Well, this siphons gas by shaking this part of the hose, and it siphons gas out of a tank. I have another one in my van, and I've used it numerous times. It works great. Best thing there is, man. I forget where I found it. But you can look up hose siphoning or water, gas siphoning or something on Amazon. I'm sure you'll find it. But that works great. Several tools. This one here, I had this one for a while. This is a shovel. It folds out into a shovel like a military shovel. It's got the serrated edges and stuff. And then I came across this one. It's smaller. It extends out. And it's got a pick. And I thought that was kind of neat. So I just carry both of them. Because you never know when you might need a pick also. But shovels, because you might need to dig a hole for that. You know what I mean? You military guys and everybody, Boy Scouts and stuff. Instead of using a bucket, you might dig a hole, kind of thing. All right, here it is, right here. A hatchet, and then a utility saw. This is a actual pretty sharp saw. Let me open it here. See? And you definitely can cut things with it, for sure. And it's got a little opener right there too of some sort. I don't know what that's for. Now let's get on to the food. I threw a bunch away, guys. I had stuff that was expired. You can buy stuff like canned goods, but that's heavy. You don't want to do that. But like sardines, tuna fish in the packets and cans, all that stuff is good. So anything protein wise. For instance, this stuff is expired. These are protein bars, and I got to get new ones, but they just expired. And they're 2,400 calories, and you'll survive on that. Also, broth. If you can warm up some water and put your couple cubes of broth, that's energy. That's, it'll keep you going. That's expired, though. I got to replace those. All right, but all kind of dehydrated food, all kinds. Like I said, I already threw some away that expired, but look, like this here is 2048 when this one expires. 2048. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those in there. Like I said, there's other things I usually have in there, and if I had to go, I would put, I got things that are stored inside the house that I would put in a bag also. So that kind of thing. And look at here, this is coffee, real coffee. and don't have no expiration date. I guess coffee don't never expire. You can see it's been moved around quite a bit. But you fill it up, and then you got coffee by these two little handle things. Coffee, 100% Colombian. Can't live without coffee. Well, I can, but don't want to. No reason to. So, that's just an idea, guys. But all that was in that bag. And then some. Like I said, I done, without thinking, threw some stuff away that just really expired. Batteries, some food that was in there. Stuff like that. I had sardines in there, and I had oysters, smoked oysters. I had some tuna fish in the package and in the little cans, all expired. Coffee be good. And threw that away. But this will save your butt. Not only if you're stranded somewhere, but here at the house. I've used this bag at the house when we had no power for 5 days. Stuff out of this bag kept us going. So there you go. Check your gear, check your stuff. Like I said, I found stuff that's expired. During the freeze when we froze here in Texas many years ago, and we didn't have power for like a week, I didn't, I said, we're all right. I got my bag, I got survival food, I've got all kind of stuff, and we're good to go, right? I got my Coleman stove and my Coleman oven and that stuff. Well, come to find out, my Coleman stove had a leak, so it was useless. It'd been sitting there and been used so much that the valve had gone bad and it would leak. So we could not use the Coleman stove. So that was a pain in the butt. But check your stuff, man. From time to time, take it out, check it, make sure everything works, and make sure stuff is not expired. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed this silly video. Don't forget to visit everybody in the description. Get you some raffle tickets for Forgotten Angels if you can. You really should attend this 10th anniversary camp out. It's going to be a heck of a time. I can feel it in my bones. Now, you've seen the list of people that'll be there. You never know who else might show up. You just never know who will show up to a Forgotten Angel camp out. Be sure to share this video. Share, especially if you're a truck driver. Share this video. Be sure to leave a thumbs up. Give that middle finger to YouTube's algorithm. Also, something else that gives the middle finger to YouTube algorithm is subscribing. If you haven't already subscribed, subscribe to this channel. It don't cost you nothing. It's just a way for you to receive notices whenever I post a new video. Y'all know how it goes. If you have served, or if you're currently serving in the military, if you're a firefighter, EMS, first responder, especially law enforcement, if you're in the healthcare industry, if you're a truck driver out there delivering the goods so we can have a good life, you vote, stand up for your rights. You're awesome. We appreciate everything you do for us and the sacrifices you and your families have made. Be safe out there, carrying things that go boom. And of course, ladies, flash the stringer today. Ha ha ha.